everyone.
Fran.
Run popular opinion, Rio should live.
Oh no, I should have put a space.
Shit.
No, there shouldn't be a space. No. Or should there? I don't know.
/
I don't use
R
Reddit enough.
unpopular opinion.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Are you trying to roll your unpopular opinion? That's fair.
No, like Reddit.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm not on
Oh.
Reddit enough to get it right.
Oh, that's fair.
No, it needs to be /R space unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go.
Taylor,
Mm.
I will bake you a boneless, skinless turkey breast. I'll make a salad. I'll make I'll buy whole wheat rolls.
Okay.
All this sounds delicious. I think you should do this anyway.
Wait, I thought we were helping with health stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's for Taylor. That's all the healthy version.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
yeah, no,
okay.
I understand what he's
Hey.
doing because I don't do carbs like 90% of the time.
Mhm.
But there's that, and fair enough, thank you. Unfortunately, it's more complicated than that, and so I am still TBD, but I will have an answer before the actual, like, is Taylor showing up today on, Friendsgiving? Not. It's just that between my own Thanksgiving, us showing and trying to sell the house currently, potentially having to make a side trip to Miami now, and I just, I'm sorry, Malibu.
Sweet.
Wow.
Lord of bitches.
Don't get stabbed. Don't get
No,
stabbed.
Malibu, not Miami.
Okay.
Oh, even
Um,
cooler.
It's the safer, whiter part.
It is.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. Sorry, Florida. We're not streaming, are we?
I was just about
We're
to
actively
say,
doing that.
I'm glad that we waited till we were streaming to have this discussion.
Oh no.
We could have this.
Taylor.
We could have this peer pressure
I mean, Matt.
session in front of all of our fan.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
Taylor.
no.
Taylor, I'm sorry.
all of our P-Dog. No, it's fine. But the thing is, like, hey, I get it. I'm working on it. I'll get you an answer as soon as I can.
The point is,
Hopefully
we love
don't
you.
Malibu chicken.
The
I
point.
know.
The point is, we
I'm
love
not-
you.
I'm not trying to bring it down.
That's me, that alcohol.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's you. The alcohol. The booze.
No, that too.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
if it came to that, would it be better for anybody and everybody to do it like a week later or something? Like, would that fix anything, or would that make things worse?
Not sure, because on the 18th, I leave for Utah.
Hmm.
It wouldn't change anything for me, like, because, I mean, holidays are always complicated at my house, so, like, unless you wanted to change it to, like, the first or second week of January, it wouldn't make a difference otherwise.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
We can't do it then because New Year's is mine and Cameron's 9-year anniversary. So.
Ooh, shit.
On the other
Yeah.
hand,
Could be
yay, on
after
the
New
other hand,
Year's. And I was already planning on going down to California in January anyway.
Mm.
Oh no, but I actually no. That would actually be arguably worse for me because
How far into January? Because I'm really going to come back on the 5th.
no, again because the whole story is I was talking to Gary about computer stuff because I need to get sister a computer, and I was gonna build one. But then he was like, "Oh, hey, I got a pre-built rig that's like still perfectly good. Do you want that?" And I was like, "Yeah." But then like, "Oh right, you're in Malibu, which means I would have to like come and get it because shipping it would be the worst thing ever." And so that's like just happened earlier today. And that's why I'm like, "Oh no, I would still have to make that trip, which means that I might as well, stop by Bakersfield."
I mean, you could leave out of Bakersfield Airport.
Well, that's true.
You could like
Yeah.
do like a 2-day layover or something.
No, that wouldn't make enough sense
Mm.
because
Well,
that still doesn't.
we don't
solve my
have a lot
problem.
of outgoing flight connections anyway.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
not to mention I would have to be flying back with a whole PC, which is not a winning proposition. So
Yeah.
no,
Hey,
that
guess what I got, you guys? Oh,
Okay, well, if you can't make it, that's fine.
no, I'm saying that I can make it. Or well,
Oh.
no, that I kind of sort of have to if I'm going to go that route. Otherwise, I
Mm.
have to build an entire PC like in the next week.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
Well, just let me know, like, 3 days beforehand, and I'll have some healthy alternatives at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, I'm not so worried about that. I can live, but
You can have a cheat day.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like salad for Thanksgiving.
That's,
Okay,
that's
'cause
what
I
it
make-
is.
I'll,
Make
I'll,
a
good.
Gordon,
I'll,
make a Gordon Ramsay recipe turkey, and it uses a lot of butter.
one one consideration to make: take it from somebody who has done primarily a remote D&D game and then suddenly had to do it physically and deal with the ramifications of that change. Think about that well ahead of time. Like, because
Dungeon Master.
what's that?
And I was pointedly looking at Matt, like Dungeon Master.
Yeah, it's just
We
like
can do a one-shot.
make sure that everything you have will, or everything you need will be available to you and usable in a physical
We
space.
could just do like a goblins one shot or something.
I mean, if we have to. I keep thinking we're coming up on the end of this campaign, and then shit keeps coming up. So like, I don't want to jinx it by being like, man, it'd be really cool if we wrap this up in person, but
I don't think that's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
the end of this. Oh,
Disjoined.
you mean the end of this arc?
I'm not that lucky.
Yeah, I think that Matt's got big plans.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I can, I want you guys to play all the way until level 20.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mean the end of the campaign. Like if we can
the
finish
end of the
if we can finish this
The
Underdark
Underdark.
thing,
That would be
In
nice.
person.
Once in lifetimes.
yeah, that would
I
be
have
rad.
enough- I have enough dice for everyone.
Oh yeah, me
Mm.
too.
So do we.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, might just have one set.
One thing though, there will be people there besides just us.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
Guest characters.
One of my oldest friends from middle school is going to be there. My little cousin might come. She might bring her girlfriend.
Cool.
Who else did I invite?
Hmm.
Who else did I invite? I invited other people.
Harley.
Yeah, Harley.
Hey.
He's here.
I am invited.
That's me.
Oh,
Yes, you are Harley.
Ugu Sugoi.
I didn't realize you counted as a people, Harley. I'm stunned.
Loses possible term of people is what I count as.
Right.
Yeah, the extras will probably just be them.
Right on.
Oh
There's
my
not
god.
that many other extras.
They can play random vampire thrall number 15 and 16.
Eventually.
Or they can just be the cheerleaders.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vampire cheerleader thralls.
Yeah.
Or we'll wait till they leave.
How is
Well, they can
everybody?
watch.
They're
Is-
they're both
Flex.
local.
Is the plan everybody's just gonna stay at your house? Like we have room for everybody?
I have one full-size bed, which I'm gonna say should probably go to Chris and Ann, and then I've
Yeah.
got couches, and I can also make pallets on the floor.
I'll probably sleep on the floor unless someone wants to cuddle. Who wants to cuddle?
We could bring
Uh,
sleeping bags or an air mattress or something too.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
if you have an air mattress, you can bring an air mattress.
We'll
We
see
don't
what we can
currently
scrounge
have
up.
to get one.
Yeah, we've been meaning to get an air mattress for a while, so.
Hey,
I'm pretty easy. I just need a
Stephanie.
blanket and a floor.
Follow-up question:
Uh-huh.
how do you feel about dogs? It's okay if you're not for dogs at this one. Just
Okay, I have a cat. This
yeah.
cat is
He's very old.
elderly
Uh-huh.
and also has a chronic respiratory disease that might be infectious to your dog.
Mm.
But otherwise, I would say bring your dog if it's not going to try and eat my cat.
No,
No.
she's lived with cats before.
Yeah.
But she is also elderly.
She's pretty
Haven't
easy
had a
going
chance
around
anymore.
other animals.
Just be two geriatric animals. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's all right.
Oh, fuck.
We have friends who are probably be willing to pet it.
Yeah.
that's
we do it like every
But I
other
figured
week.
it was worth a try.
I feel like we do it every month. Somebody has to watch
I
our
know,
dog.
I feel bad.
No, everyone loves Kiki. It's fine.
Yeah.
True.
Well, that's why
Ah,
I'm
I mean that's the best thing. It's like pet.
She have a delivery service? Oh.
Yep.
You know, Kiki is just everyone's pet with benefits,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is to say, not taking care of her. That's the benefit.
Except when they have to pet sit.
Yeah.
Then they get the downside where they
Yeah.
just have to clean up her poop and deal with her groaning.
Catch is very cuddly.
Holy shit,
Kinda
Matt.
needy.
This music's cool, by the way.
This remix of Dwelling of Doom is rad.
Is that what we're listening to?
It is.
Or
Mhm.
is there music in Roll20?
Yeah.
I put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been
Yeah, I
going
think
for a
I'm hearing the
minute.
music in Roll20.
Also, Matt, I think you might have goofed up on some of your lighting. Or actually, no, it's just me because I technically have control of Ellen. So, oops.
Oh yeah. No, it's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. No. It's fine. I know
Yeah.
I pulled everyone over here. I'm using the old
Okay.
lighting because I did not have time to actually like.
Mm. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, this is
Plus-
Fog of War style lighting.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
This is Fog of War, so once it is revealed, you will be able to preview it. But yes, I figure. Thank you all for joining me for D&D. On this fucking dark ass night.
Of course.
As we're the dank under
Yeah.
dark. As we have this bad man cackle at us.
Stab in
Tal-
the face.
As Talus and Rio kind of stand there. Yeah, here. I'll say, our camera comes down as we enter the Amber Temple. We find our party in close with Rio and Talus. Asura glares from above on the balcony, with the darkness kind of seeping from him like oil on top of water. But before we get there, we actually rewind a bit. Back into the catacombs, back where you guys were first fighting Sir and Rio back there, where Ellen, you were turned invisible and taken. So Ellen, we begin with you.
Am I
As you
still
were taken.
frozen?
Thankfully, at this point, no. You are currently in this room.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be sorely disappointed.
I'm sorely disappointed. Gobstopper box is empty.
This man's trying to steal my candy.
No.
You can't throw away his trash.
Joke's on you, it's invisible candy.
No, foiled again.
Giant gobstopper's fall. Nonetheless. But Ellen, as you were taken from the castle, Rio kind of had you under one arm. You passed through the many hallways, and as you guys passed through the prison and closer to the big brazier that teleported you guys,
Mhm.
he kind of, as he goes there, he takes a quick break as he puts you down, and he grabs the correct little rock and throws it into the fire.
What color is it?
That is a good question. Oh, dang. Castle. Dungeon.
Dungeon Master noises.
Searching,
and,
searching.
and castle
Searching
and,
through the
and orc.
And orc?
Ah, blue.
It was a blue one?
Yeah, it glows a pale blue.
Okay.
Rio just kind of looks down at you as he picks you up. He says, "I'll have you know, this is only because Sura has asked me to take you." Yes. He says you can help us find something, though, so I must impose some slight discomfort.
Can I speak yet? Forget it.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can speak.
What? What? What?
Okay.
Why would I help you?
She at first looks around and he's just like, oh, never mind. And he undoes the invisibility spell that he cast on you, and as he just says, he's just like, why help? Yes. Well. Good question. He just picks you up and he takes you into the fire.
Disgruntled gnome noises.
Right. But as you come through the blazer and teleport into the room, you teleport here. And oh yeah, you know what? Why not? Up. So here, let me read this room for you. All the way down. Okay. Ellen, as you look around you in this new room, you see a golden marble staircase with black marble railing. Hugs this northern wall as it spirals gently up, about a 30-foot wide shaft. Lying in the middle of the room are 6 rotting wooden crates. The ambered-covered walls are sculpted to look like strange tentacles that entwine around marble bas reliefs of, it seems, of all sorts of nobility, kings, queens, all attended by a myriad of chained humanoids. The west and south and eastern walls contain alcoves, and standing in each alcove, rough block of amber, is a tall statue. 2 wide cracks have opened up in the southern walls, spilling rubble and shattered pieces of amber onto the floor. As you look at these blocks of amber next to you, they give off an ominous feeling. But as Rio and Talus as Rio brings you into the room, you actually do spot Talus. This isn't the first time you've seen her, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like I only saw her, like, briefly in passing.
Yeah, it was while you guys met back on, like, it was with Salon de Roman and them. Oh, it was a hot minute ago.
Mm.
But, you guys caught a glimpse. You now notice something above her right eye, like on her forehead, is this strange mark. It kind of looks like this stylized ARK.
Was, Ellen in a good spot to be able to see that mark on... Because that's what he drew on Ash's neck last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was she in a good spot that she would have been able to see that symbol? Or, I mean, should I roll a perception check?
Yeah, also go ahead and roll a perception check. See if you can, you can do that.
Nope.
You don't know if he was drawing something, or maybe he was perhaps just scratching in a random rune, or what.
But
You're
I
just
have
not
seen-
quite sure.
We have seen that symbol before on a piece of paper, right?
Yes, you have. The
Okay.
paper, the paper from the vampire Sindel Pharaoh, back in Greyview. It was a hot minute ago.
That's weird.
But yeah, as she notices you and Rio, she turns, and with a disgusted look on her face, she just looks at you and just goes, "Ah, vile creatures. We
Rude.
must sure to hunt them to their nest, Rio."
What?
And as you say something, Rio just says, no, Talis, please. Talis kind of like huffs and goes around you a bit. Rio kind of puts you in a chair, Ellen, and they said, all right, so, first things first. He pulls out this small little vial, and what looks to be like a needle. And
Oh.
Rio just says, all we need is just a little bit. Just enough for...
Wait.
Just
Just 1 minute. Can you just say praise it? Just say praise it.
He affixes the needle head onto the vial. and he
Hashtag
just said-
Sunbeam. Sunbeam.
You're casting Sunbeam?
Yes. Ellen does
Okay.
not like needles.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Alright. A 5 foot wide, 60 foot line, billion beam of sunbeam. Or billion beam of light. He has to make a constitution saving throw.
Oh. Bye. Come on, beam. Good enough.
Lasers.
Alright. Which one does he have to make again? Say that again.
Constitution.
Con. Cool.
He's gonna take 68 radiant damage.
Oof. Go ahead and roll that.
And he's blinded till my next turn.
Ooh.
And Ellen's gonna hide under the chair, I guess. Wait, where's a good spot to hide in this room? Not really anywhere.
Yeah, not much of anywhere. But as you do let out this blinding beam of light, you see it connect with Rio, and it connect right in his face. And you know for a fact that he should be blinded by this, but when he grabs you, he's gonna try and make an attack on you. Or just use this. This will be fine.
Are there even any doors in this room? I guess there's a stairway.
Ooh, does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Ellen, you feel a needle stab into your thigh.
Ah!
Go ahead and take just 5 points of damage.
Okay.
As you see this vial fill up with your blood. After that, Rio just throws it over to Talis. And he says, there, more than enough for you to track her down to where she came from.
Huh?
Talis just fingers the blood vial, and she's just like... She just looks back at you, and she just kind of, like, once again, with a disgusted face, it's just like... yes, I can. Talis turns to kind of leave, and Rio backs away from you.
So he didn't get hurt by the sunbeam at all?
You definitely see the burning of his skin. Like he still definitely took that damage.
He just
But you
doesn't
see the
care.
condition. The condition didn't stick. Yeah, he wasn't blinded.
Alright.
But as Rio kind of goes towards these black marble staircase, he turns to you. once again just over the back of his. He just says, deepest consolations for your loss. Both your homeland and your freedom. He just kind of gives a half, like, wave. He just says, I'd rather not be doing this, but you know how it is.
No, I seriously don't. Tell me things. Why?
Like, you understand how when you're evil, sometimes you just have to do things.
Evil shit. I don't understand anything. You should monologue some more. Totally. I know you like to talk.
Rio kind of tilts his head when you say it was just like, no, I don't know. And he's just like, you didn't. I haven't told.
Nobody's told me shit.
Sura told me that you smell like that paladin, though.
Well, okay. First of all, that's personal. Secondly, you had to be more specific because, like, I've been around.
And thirdly, I ship it.
He looks confused. No, not the dragon. He just pinches his nose as he just says, look.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You're...
I don't smell. Smells
Yeah.
great.
From the other room.
Like building flowers.
Yeah, he just says, was just like, no, not your dragonborn, not Ori. The other one.
I can't remember name.
What, who, Pelagius?
That's his name. Thank you, yes. Pelagius.
What do you need Pelagius for? Did you know he's, like, immortal? It's super weird. But I guess you're kind of immortal now, too, so maybe that's a thing. I don't know, why do you want him? What do you want Pelagius?
Rio just kind of he's just like, yeah, oh yes, I am immortal down here. That is true. No, mostly it's just easy to tell the opposition. Well, hell, you won't know what I'm saying. But nonetheless, after we obtain the Violet Liar's Orb, we'll be done with the surface. You can go about your ways, we'll be done with your village, and nothing will stand in my way to rule here.
Where do you
Okay.
need my village? And also, where is my village?
Rio just points up the stairs as you like hear the further receding steps of Talus, and he's just like, going to go find it.
Okay, that's cool. What do you need my village for again?
Rio just shakes his head and he's just like, you live there, and you don't.
Well, I mean, it is pretty great. I understand
No.
everybody should really come visit it, but I don't really trust you. You're kind of a vampire. And we're really, like, more about the whole magical, sparkly goodness.
Rio just
You're
kind
not
of
even
goes
a
like,
sparkly vampire. If you were a sparkly vampire, maybe you'd fit in the forest.
Rio just snorts and is just like, "Pff, no, I'm not going into the surface. That would be stupid. Staying down here where it's nice.
Okay, you know, like, we don't talk shit about down here. Well, I'm not there, sorry.
To be
This
fair-
conversation was about to get like really. I was like, yes, you do. You've been doing it this entire time.
Ellen has been talking shit about the Underdark the entire time too, so it's only.
No, even Kairon is like, man, this place sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that this place sucks.
yeah, it
I
does.
think I
It
expected
does.
it to suck worse, honestly.
Am
It's pretty
I
bad too.
am I tied up or anything, or just like free roaming at this point?
At this point, you're kind of currently free roaming. Rio is just kind of posted up right here next to you, though. You seem to be, or he seems to be enjoying the banter He's just like, oh god, finally. You know, Asheron never liked to enjoy banter with me. He
Yeah,
always
he-
told me to cut to the chase. And
Yeah, he's kind of boring like that. But seriously, you keep talking about this grand plan, but you haven't told us what your plan is.
In the other room, Ash sneezes.
Like, you just keep saying, like, hey, Ash, just listen, if you just listen to my plan, but then you never tell him what the plan is. Maybe there's a communication issue between you guys.
everyone keeps stabbing me. No offense, and you keep moonbeaming me.
Sunbeam.
Rude. I thought it would make a difference.
Well, you're also a vampire, and listen, maybe this is assuming stuff, but usually vampires are bad. I guess that is pretty racist of me, huh?
Rio just goes, no.
So are you bad?
Yeah.
Well, okay, then you deserve a sunbeam to the face. So, like, what's your plan? Oh, wait. The purple thing, the violet, whatever. What was that again?
The liar's orb, yes.
The liar's orb? Can I knowledge check? I probably don't know anything about that.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an Arcana or a History check. No. Better yet, a History check. Only a History check.
Oh. Ellen, not read many books. She read this book though.
Ellen, you remember, when he says the purple liar's orb, you remember an old gnomish song, that was in your home village. It talked about, like, way before when the oldest halfling was not even born yet, and when this place was hundreds of years ago.
Mhm.
It was said that your place was in possession of a purple thing. All you know is that it was always depicted as a purple orb.
Okay.
And whenever your people ever kind of needed safe refuge, they would use it, and it would the purple orb would seemingly, like, almost Deus Ex Machina them out of a lot of, like, knoll raids, would get lost in the woods thanks to this orb, and completely bypass your village.
Like
Floods
it?
would be, yeah, exactly. And eventually, it's told that, like, when you guys finally founded your village, that's where that orb has come to stay. But you've never seen, like, a big purple orb in your village. It's not hanging around. It's not
just
like,
like
yeah, that's
magic.
the big orb thing. Yeah, it's just like, no, it's like Johnny Appleseed. Or Paul Bunyan's axe.
It roams.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just like, no one ever thinks it really happened. They think it might have been you suppose it might have been a personification of your, like, guys' land's, like, weird hiding ability that you have.
does it sound like something, does it sound related to the unicorn in any way? Or just another weirdness of the forest?
It seems like not directly related, but what you've grown up knowing is that the unicorn protects your village, but you have read an old book that says no, this magic purple ball does.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Interesting.
It's a weird
So it
old
sounds-
gnome story.
It sounds real bad that they want to take this purple orb away.
Possibly.
But also, they know how to get to my village. Conflicted. Okay.
So, as you kind of sit there, Rio just says, yes, well, listen, my plan is of no concern to you. I thank you for the time and the blood. But really, I need to go try and talk to Asheron one more time just to try and drive it home that,
Maybe ditch the creepy guy. your other guy, the other dude, he's way creepier than you are.
Hashtag
Like, he
save
makes you
Rio.
look- Huh?
Hashtag save Rio.
Yeah. Maybe just like a word of advice if you want to get through to Acheron. Well, actually, no, fuck it, I don't know. Acheron's weird. But seriously, you almost seem palatable compared to that guy.
He gives you a deep bow, and he's just like, "Yes, I am much more. I have a lot more decorum than he does. It's not his fault. He wasn't raised as a noble. You see."
Well, he seems very manipulative. Also, are there any doors in this place that I can try to get out?
There's a crack in the wall, and there's also a staircase.
How big is this crack in the wall? Like bat size?
Let's check.
Owl size?
Ash, do you need a tissue? You're sneezing so much.
It's about three. It's about
Getting
3
cold.
feet wide.
3 feet?
Yeah, it's about 3 feet wide. You could probably get through there just running.
Okay.
As
yeah.
as,
Leaving the- yeah.
as well, oh no. As you guys kind of like talks more, Rio just says, he's like, "Listen, once I have all of my family back, we will uphold the Underdark as we have. What goes on in the surface, I don't care about. It's not my issue. Unless someone wants to make it my issue, like those fucking dragons.
Dragons.
Well, excuse, Dragonborn, oh god. These fucking lizards.
Dragon followers?
No, the
Oh, the
boar,
Dragonborn, right. I forgot about the Dragonborn Nation.
yes.
Well, that's fine and dandy. Listen, can I just go? Like, you got my blood and everything? That's great. I'd like to leave now.
Rio taps his chin. And then he kind of twitches.
Hey, is that Ash on the stairs?
As he notices, yeah, he kind of twitches as he notices something. He just says, "They've arrived."
Hey, I'm back. Is Ellen dead?
Nope.
Cool.
Hey, it's your
so
boy.
He's looking at the stairs.
Oh, no, Rio just says, "Ah, they're here."
Oh, cool. Is Talus gone? I didn't realize she was still here. Alright, cool. Well, heck, I
As-
thought I'd have to sneak out.
Right? As you kind of take your time here, hold on a moment. Yeah. It's about at this time where we will come back to our party as a whole, as Sora and Rio and Talus kind of engage you all in this hall. So, for now, can everyone give me a good old-fashioned fucking turn? Thing.
Initiative.
Yeah.
There we go. We got there.
The
I
initiative
forgot what
thing.
initiative was.
What are words?
Beep,
What
boop.
Ellen also?
Oh yes, selling included.
Initiative.
No, yeah, 17 is fine for me.
Ooh.
Mm. Oh, Ori
guess I
actually
have
gets
my
to go
weed.
first for once.
Yeah. Here we go. This is more. Yeah, this is where you guys actually are in relation to it. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass because it's multi-leveled, but I am a pie.
Bless you. Bless you.
That's you. Ah, adorable sneezes.
The modulation too.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay. Woo.
yeah, you okay now?
Yeah. I made it.
Bill has 14. Ash has 17.
Oh, Okay, so while Matt is doing math real quick, I need to tell everyone about the Phantom Thieves that I encountered at KomoriCon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They
Were they awesome?
actually were giving out, what's calling cards? There we go.
Nice.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's addressed to KomoriCon 2019 attendee. You have been noticed and let's see, and your misdeeds seen.
Yeah.
You hide behind masks and says on and on with it. This font is really hard to read. But like I found this card earlier and I was like, oh my gosh, this
That's
like,
rad.
take pictures of it and like post it just because like
Yeah, it's a unique thing.
yeah, it is.
It's full immersion cosplay.
Yeah, and they had a party of 4, so I was like, oh, you even have like an actual like full team.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was. I got a decent photo of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Post it.
Yeah, where did you go? There you are. Oh, well. She'll have a 7.2 then.
How did you get a 7.2?
Oh, when you have tiebreakers for initiative, I just haven't shut hers off. I made it that long ago. Oh my god, 3 of you got 20. Okay, who has the higher dex?
Nami.
18.
you're on.
18.
Yeah.
Alright, no. This is fine. This is fine for how it'll work. So yeah, we'll go back to you guys as we come back. As sort of stands above you, well, as he's right here. He gives his spiel of it's just like, welcome to the temple, and welcome to die.
Yawn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
there it is. Ash shouts back, your blind guardian references won't intimidate me.
Right. So as we go through, Rio once again comes up to you, Ash, and he's just like, no, please, listen. Suran, once we... He just looks at you one last time and he says, I don't know why you're so bent out of shape with this. He's just like, God, Rio, how can I properly express your feelings? Rio just looks at you just like almost heartbrokenly, and he's just like, please, Asheron. Just... please be with me. As Talus looks over at you, Ash, you see that her eyes don't meet you, and they don't look right. There's something off about them. I think I mentioned last time that as you see that mark on her forehead, last time you were getting some weird vibes from it.
No, actually, the way I remember it was I failed, and it's like, yep, that sure is a thing, and then Kairon leans over to me and was like, yo, dude, that's a fucking, like, not okay.
It's like, that looks evil.
Yeah. But okay. So if we're right here, if we're right here and Rio's there, this is an alcove, like balcony over here where Sora's standing, right?
Yes, technically speaking, he is over here, right on that X11.
Okay, I'm not going to pretend to understand what in the hell this map is then.
Oh, this is the top part. Over here on the left. This is the bottom part.
Okay, yeah, no, it makes sense now, the depth of mechanics going on here.
Mhm.
But
Little trick.
okay, yeah, so Point taken. Point taken. That said, Ash just sighs and looks at Rio. Rio, I will be with you shortly. Cape of the Mountebank. Stab.
Oh, hi. Okay, yeah, go. As you stab Sura,
In the heart.
your- yeah,
I remember the note Pelagus sent.
you smart. Okay. I thought maybe I could get by.
Nope. I'm not playing your bullshit, Matt.
As he just kind of sits there and he as you pop back, you stab him through the heart. As you see, he was about to kind of give you a bit of a laugh before you do that, but as you do, it becomes a ha. As you punch through, Sir's just eyes go wide. You see the darkness around him kind of like constrict slightly. He just says, as he looks down at Rio, his voice taking on an otherworldly quality. Rio, I must insist. Protect me. Kill all but Acheron. You may speak with him in detail later. As he kind of spits up this black ooze. You guys see Rio, kind of double over in pain as he just starts clutching his head. After a quick moment, though, he regains himself. His hair is beginning to kind of stand on end, like if there was a static electricity kind of floating it up. With that, Rio is gonna just launch himself at Kairon.
Bring it.
Okay.
And now we can.
Okay, hold on real quick, Matt. I got a few questions, and these are stupid questions, but I'm just like,
Didn't I stab him?
well, no, not even didn't I stab him. I'm like, I'm looking at you weird because you didn't have me roll to actually hit or roll damage or any of that. So I'm like, what exactly are you giving me right now? Or is this a hand wavy moment that I should shut up about?
Part of this, yes and no. Don't worry, I got you, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's fine.
Cinematic cutscene damage doesn't count.
I mean, like, no, it's like, you're right, it doesn't, and that's why I'm like, okay, but I need to ask.
a little bit of cinematic cutscene damage.
Because I'm used to rolling dice.
That is fair. I will say one thing that you do notice is when you do that, you see Sura. Acheron wouldn't know what like scan lines would be, but Taylor does. He kind of like scan lines out where he's just like, as for a moment you see it disrupt his corporeal form, as he takes that huge breath in.
Okay, see, now that does actually make sense. Confirm one of Ash's theories about the situation.
Okay. Yeah. So, knowing that you did that, you definitely know for a fact that that had an effect on him.
Yeah.
And maybe if you do it a few more times or whatever, you could probably murder him. But,
I mean,
right.
okay, that's good enough.
Right. Rio. Stab him.
Yeah, when he starts coming at me, I'm just like, finally, we're done playing grab ass. I bring the harpoon to bear.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
am I on the map?
It's a good question.
Oh,
Invisible.
what the? Huh.
You're a wizard, Will.
Hey, I don't see most people on the turn order, including myself.
That's true.
Yeah, me neither.
I only see myself, Rio, and Talus.
Same.
That is all I
Yeah,
see
that's true.
as well.
Turn order is broken,
Yeah.
which I mean is okay for
There you
There you go, and you see the Ash and who and who and who.
go. Does Marco get a turn?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, it totally does. 20. Okay, let me get that one and that one. And Prince had a 15. Let's switch so many out. Will, can you see this one? No, that's 14. This is and then 17. Get Ellen. Alright. Does everyone see everyone in the turn order now?
Yeah, much better.
I think so.
Yes.
Jeez.
The truck.
Alright. Great. That one did work.
Got amused by the DO.
Or is that just playing on
Or is
mine?
that just playing on mine and I'm just losing my mind?
Yeah, no,
No,
everybody can hear that.
Oh, okay, okay. Good.
That's a thing.
It's Rio's
would you
theme
pre-
song.
Son of a bitch, I just never gave him his fist. Well, I shall give him his fist now.
Give the fistings.
I don't think a 14 will hit.
I dare say it won't. Neither will a 15.
Whore! Okay. So as he whiffs on those two. He takes two quick swipes at you, just swiping you across. You see these wild kind of lashes. You're able to avoid them rather easily. And now, okay, Ron, it's your turn.
Cool.
$27 will hit.
So while he's just swinging wildly at me, I'm like, your technique sucks, and I grab his wrist and stab him in the stomach.
Jesus.
And I do 14 piercing damage,
Nice.
and I get another harpoon. 15?
Unfortunately, a 15 does not hit.
Okay. And then I
Hits.
headbutt him in the nose.
Oh, fuck, nice.
Yep. And I got one more attack. I'm gonna make it a stunning strike.
Ooh, a 20 hits. Alright, what does
Boom.
a stunning strike do again?
It stuns him. So he takes 11 bludgeoning damage, and he's stunned for. Oh, my PHB is on the other side of the room.
I think it's until the end of his next turn.
Or the end of my next turn.
Or the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
It's Kayron's next turn
Yeah.
because it's the whole mechanic is keep him stun locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his fist.
Let's see. Yeah, until
Oh,
the end of
yeah.
my next turn.
Mhm.
He's stunned.
Damn it, no saves, son of a bitch.
Nope.
What? No, there's totally a save.
What?
What?
What is it?
No, read it more closely. It's the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned.
Ah, okay. So yeah, he does get to save out.
Not like same team. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, that's fine.
But I'm like, no, I play this class. I know how it
Yeah.
works.
Yes, no, thank you.
Arguably, you knew better than I do because I've only played a monk while intoxicated.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it.
You see as Rio enters this rage and you use your stunning strike, you see it paralyze him for like a very quick second until he uses a very... You see that this resistance kind of almost breaks through in a legendary way, that he just shrugs off your stun. Like, Rio shakes his head. You see the anger in his eyes, that they start kind of like... You see they have turned red with blood as he's like getting angry and fighting you.
Yeah, God, he just made the save too. Damn it.
Plus 11. There we go. Ori!
Ah,
There's Rio who's going like, good feet. Ree.
So much anger.
that seems understandable.
Yeah, he might be able to patch things up between himself and his cousin, but I don't think there's going to be a friendship between Rio and Kairon.
Right now he wildcatting.
Yeah.
He wildcatting right now.
Okay,
Is that deliberately a Shadowrun reference or incidental?
That is incidental Shadowrun reference.
Okay.
okay, first we're gonna be like, Ellen!
You just scream out Ellen.
Ellen! Yeah, wow!
Ellen, make a perception check.
Perception.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got
You hear
big
from
ears.
you hear muffled, or kind of in between these cracks, like.
Eh.
Yeah.
And I
Also
do
heard,
know
like,
the-
right. Well, I'll say, like, if you want to discreet or something, but nonetheless, Ori, what else do you do?
Well, I guess I don't hear any Ellens, so I'm going after Sura.
All right, he is currently up, about a 15-foot. He's currently on the little balcony.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
damn
That-
these
yeah, that-
nobles and their balconies.
Right. That's why I put little castles on them. They're up high.
Okay, so down here we have.
Sura and Talus. Sura, who is currently really wildcatting right now. We're going out now.
Oh,
And
Marco's
Talus
here.
looks
Right,
like-
right.
And yeah.
Sura's Wildcat? I thought Rio was.
No, Rios. Yeah.
That's Rio. That's
Yeah,
Rio.
what you gonna do? Punch his ass.
Ori, help! Vampire problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Rio. I'm gonna try and do some good old non-lethal catching a vampire damage. I'm
Okay.
trying to keep him from getting away. I wanna catch him.
All right.
Like a Pokemon.
Yeah, like Pokemon.
No, I get it. You're doing non-lethal damage. You can attack as
Yeah.
normal.
Okay.
I need a reminder who Marco and Talus are.
Marco is a phoenix who you've never met before.
Okay, that's a bird.
Talus is a drow lady.
Phoenix.
This is what?
Oh, Talus is a lady that you've never seen before.
Alrighty. She's looking threatening to me?
No.
Okay.
Kinda
Okay.
just...
Friend.
Nice. Yes, with his 25, you totally hit. 9 damage.
You have a +7 to damage?
Yeah, it's strength.
Damn,
I've
girl.
got a 20 in strength.
You swole as fuck.
I'm so strong.
Goosh.
Like, not to brag, like, dude, Ash has a +8 right to damage. Like,
Yeah, Yeah, Ash
we're
is
kind of just
Ash is
dope,
incredibly
man.
strong.
I
We're
guess
all
so.
really strong.
Each of you have your own things.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, Ori, as you take these 2 big axe hits on Rio, you score like quite a few hits. Let's see. Ash,
Yo.
you're currently hilt deep in Sura's chest.
I mean, am I?
You seem to be. As you give your sword like a quick tug, you feel it come out. He gives a.
Well, I was gonna say I kind of didn't think that hashtag Sunblade worked like that physically, but okay.
Well, Sunblade makes holes in people at the very least.
It's true, he does. So what did we decide on Marco being a factor in all of this? Like, do I get to move him, or what?
No, you're not a ranger.
I'm not. So,
Do I have?
the only reason I ask is you gave me control of his token.
I'm a
oh
ranger,
yeah,
but I don't have that.
Forever ago.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a Forever Go thing or not, but
Okay. Yeah, he in here. Bam. But let's see. So yeah, that's currently what you got. Sora just kind of looks around at you as he just says, he's just like, as he turns to look at you, he just says, "How did you know?" That's just what he says to you.
yeah, no, I'm look, man, I'm chewing on pieces of peanut butter shit right now.
I'll be with you soon,
Yeah.
evil man. I have these delicious Reese's Pieces in my mouth.
Still,
Finish.
still one hand on the sword that's just buried in his chest. He's like, hang on a second. Just one
You
second.
hold up a finger like Archer.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite meme from Archer.
Right.
But yeah, no, from hashtag Hey Reese's sponsor us. Anyway.
It's just kind of
to,
growls at you. How do you
to his growling and menacing and how did you know, Ash? It's pretty obvious that you don't understand how bodies work. And I roll a number. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay. And 15 damage to him.
Hey,
Again.
nice.
And I mean, that's all I can really do. Turn.
Right
Hashtag
on.
rogue life.
Yeah, hashtag rogue life. As you get up there, and he snarls and turns around, you give him another slash. You see that, well, normally your little light sword would kind of cauterize and burn away some of his clothing. It seems to just kind of pull away mists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's weirdly not very corporeal. But beyond that, Kryn.
Yeah.
People and things.
Okay. Who did Ash attack?
Ash attacked Sura right up here.
Okay.
You have an eye on him, you could get him from below here.
Well, I just feel like there's a lot of people in the way,
Mm.
so I'm just gonna. Is that a clear shot or is that a column in the way?
Oh, that's a clear shot because these two are kind of like up above a bit.
Yeah, we're probably like up at you at like a 45-degree angle.
Oh no, wait, I see what you mean. This column right here. If you go, also if you go like right here, you'll be able to get there. Like that. That'll be a straight shot up.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna test the waters with a firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 15 hit?
You see as the firebolt kind of throws out, it spins at him, and you see it almost connect, but it almost looks like a painting as it moves out of the way. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to hit. As it just splashes onto this little black part.
Dang.
Alright, William.
The firebolt just kind of passed right through him.
No, you see it missed him.
Okay, that's alright. I misheard horrifically. Anyway, that's right.
There you.
There. I like to move
over.
over.
There, please.
There, please.
Can you not?
I don't know if that gives me like half cover or something.
Or that just gets me
Away from Ryu, who hit hard.
It does.
Cool. I like to take
I still have that.
little canteen of oil.
I like to pour that.
I like to pour that on my arrows, please.
Okay, yeah, you'll go ahead and do that. You're gonna take a opportunity attack from Rio. Does a 17 hit?
Right now, yes. I don't get that half cover. Oh, that's fine.
Oh no, it was on your way out.
Oh, wait. All right.
Where the hell is it?
If I had my swords out, it would not have.
Oh dear. What did you do, phone?
There you go. Take 10 damage as he snatches you on the arm as you go by.
Ouchies.
But as you apply the arrow, as you apply the oil to your arrows, what do you do next?
I got that torch that I made because I don't see in the dark. I like the light one.
Okay.
Then fire it.
Fire it at him.
Can I make
that a called shot to the heart?
Oh, at Rio?
Not Rio, Sura.
Oh.
It's.
I kind of
noticed how Rio crippled for a second and came up and leveled. Like, direct connection to that.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, go ahead and make an attack on Sura. I'll say if you're gonna make a called shot.
Quick question before that. Do I still have my bonus action?
Yes.
Just in case. I do my steady aim and lets me ignore half and 3/4 damage.
I mean, cover.
3/4 cover, yeah. And then 2 damage per fighter level.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Roll. Man, for a cold shot, I kind of want to make you roll at disadvantage.
I sent you that one link. There was that it adds for like the heart. I don't remember how much it was. But the way they were doing it is like if you make cold shot, but you miss the cold shot, but would still hit normally, you just get normal damage.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that then. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
I can just click on right there.
Nice. As you go to aim it at Sura's heart, you're able to slip it in between the little guard railings. It hits, but you see it as you shoot it at his heart. You see him almost notice and move out of the way. It still catches him in the side, so go ahead and roll damage on that.
Radical. So I'm at minus 2 because I'm a ranger. That'd be 9 plus 16. Am I
Okay.
reading that thing right? Hang on. I have it written down as plus 2 damage per fighter level. I think I can only.
How many levels of fighter do you have again?
I have 9 levels of fighter.
9. Okay, so that's 18 plus 6. That's 24. 24 damage and 24. Nice.
Neato.
Oh, right. Go ahead and roll another d6 for fire.
Let's see. There's roll before the slash.
No.
Nope, did it wrong.
Yeah.
Roll slash.
No.
Oh yeah.
Slash roll.
Slash roll.
Slash roll space 1d20 plus.
There we go.
Nice. Okay, plus another 5. Yeah, as you snipe another one through here, Ash, you see Sora kind of take another arrow in the other side as he just looks back down at Will. Oh,
Heyo.
yeah, Will, you just get a glare as you just see like his menace.
I take 2 of my index fingers and make a smile.
Nice. Just Ellen.
I'm gonna sneak through this crack here. See what's going on in this place.
Okay.
Both my attacks, because I got another attack.
Oh, you do have another attack.
Fighter.
Oh,
Right.
fuck, that's right. As you do your another attack, we will then come right back to an Ellen.
Yeah.
She'll go through it as swift as possible, doing the same fire thingy.
Okay.
There's a 24.
Fucking good,
Just
fucking
barely
another
missed
24
again, but let's see. Do it correctly this time.
Nice.
And then 1 fire.
13. Nice. As you load up a second one, after you make your little smile, you quick draw on him and fire it up, and it catches him in the shoulder, and he's with you. You hear in your head when he tells you, "God, I'm gonna eat you." Ellen.
I'm gonna sneak through here. What is going on in this room?
As you come to this part, yeah, 40. Yeah, as you kind of come through this fissure, you come into this ceiling, this room. Piles of treasure are heaped against the west and eastern walls of this stone room. And you see a 10-foot tall statue carved from amber. It's kind of standing attention as you kind of climb out from behind it. I forgot to put him on the map.
That's right. That all looks suspicious. Do I see doors? Ah,
Yes. Here, let me go ahead. And
actually, I would like to cast Locate Object on that needle with my blood.
Ellen, you actually detect it right above you.
It's up. Okay. I'm gonna backtrack through here and try to go upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, as you go upstairs, you will go. There we go. Dungeon Master noises.
Dungeon Master Gremlin noises.
Damn it. Roll 20. Cooperate.
Darn it! Darn it! Oh God! I'm trying.
So all Dungeon Master men.
Yep.
Mm.
Dungeon Master.
Are there any people up here?
You don't seem to see any. Here, let me read it for you. Right up, here we go. This stone library has a 20-foot high walls and a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. Covering the ceiling is a fresco that depicts angels being set ablaze in hell. A black marble. Yeah, right? A black marble railing. No, I changed the page. Fucking black marble railing.
Ellen stops to admire the railing and craftsmanship.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. The gold marble staircase leads down now. Against the gray wall stand 6 10-foot tall black marble bookcases. On their shelves are hundreds of well-preserved tomes. Embroidered rugs, chairs, and lit candelabras fill the southern half of the room, where, on one of the little tables, here, you notice a particular vial.
Ah! I look around. It doesn't look like there's anyone here.
There doesn't look to be anybody here.
Okay, I want to run over and try to break it.
You pick it up and yeah, you have it. You just throw it on the ground.
Yeah. My
As it
leg.
shatters, it just spreads
Six.
out.
Sweet. I don't know if that helps. Okay. Is there a... Well, like...
Yes. I was about to say, you actually do kind of notice in between these two bookcases.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was a secret. My bad.
Oh no. It's only secret if you come one way.
Yeah.
Because on this side, you see the actual like back of the door.
Mhm.
It seems to be set into the wall. But as you kind of look around, give me a perception check. Or excuse me. Yeah, it's perception.
Oh, that was almost a 19.
Oh, that was almost a 19.
Nope.
That seems to be the only one that you can see right now. There is
This door.
There- yeah, there is that door.
Alright.
Do you want to go down it?
Blindly open this door. And I guess that's my turn. Oh,
It leads down,
that is a steep looking stairway.
right? But thankfully, it seems to be very passable.
Alright. I don't know if I'm going the right direction anymore, but screw it. Yeah, I'll go down.
Okay, yeah, you go down, and eventually, bam. Come to another hidden doorway. This time over here.
Do I hear sounds of combat behind it?
You hear sounds of combat. Yes.
Can I just like cautiously peek out?
Yeah. As you kind of like get a meh. You see Will kind of like pressed up against this statue as he's firing arrows above, like over here. You hear like the growls of Rio as he viciously tries to attack Kairon and Ori. And, you see it all.
Nice.
Dear-
I'm guessing
Oh, it's
that's
Ellen.
Probably my turn.
Hi,
I'm gonna
Ellen.
say
Bye.
boo to Will. And be like, boo.
Ah!
There you go. That's it.
I catch my breath and ah.
Yeah, because I think I didn't action this turn, and I explored a lot, so that's Ellen's turn. Just had.
The mousy girl.
Marco with like a kind of flies up and around and sprinkles. Well, I should say, is it kind of like tosses around some little like ember dust off of his feathers. You see that Rio kind of becomes outlined in this kind of glow. Everyone has advantage on attacks against Rio now, as he is currently fairy fired.
Nice.
Ooh.
And that'll be Marco's turn as he goes,
Phoenix.
Phoenix! It's Talus's turn. And I think she thinks you think you're a better archer than her, you son of a bitch. Does a 14 hit you? Will?
Oh no.
Okay, let's see. Yes. A 25 will, though.
Yes.
Where in blazes does this come
Where
from?
blazes does this come from?
You see as this kind of quiet drow girl just suddenly kind of just... she turns to you almost robotically as she pulls out her arrows and her longbow, pulls one back, and shoots one at you. Go ahead and take 13 piercing damage. And with that... And... You're marked.
Shit, I have that too. Why didn't I put that on? Yeah, okay.
And I'm just
Next
gonna say,
round.
I'm just gonna say use my bonus action. I'll start with it. That's how I'm gonna justify it.
Archer battle.
Rio. Hey. So. Rio is actually going to look over. Oh, yeah. So, first, Rio is going to make 2 attacks. God Christ. There we go. Alright, with a 15, he misses both you. There we go. Alright, with 24... Four. Ori, go ahead and... No, wow, take 7 damage.
Oh.
Hey,
As-
Sentinel? Question mark?
She's right next to you.
Yeah, but
Oh, or could they not attack?
Rio
them?
attacked somebody who is not me.
Ah, got it.
Oh. Okay.
So that means you get a free attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. 25 hits.
Cool.
Whoa, whoa.
Pull over that ass, too fat. Whoop, whoop.
7 piercing, and his movement becomes 0.
Damn.
I love you, Sentinel feet.
As you pierce his foot to like kind of keep him jammed, With a snarl, you just see his face. He turns to you and he's... Okay, got it.
The gruesome transformation.
Speaking of, it's your turn.
Yeah. What's this I hear about somebody granting advantage on attacks against them?
Oh no.
Be a shame if someone takes advantage of that.
Yeah, it would be a shame if somebody had a multitude of attacks per round. What you know about key points, motherfucker?
Hit.
That's a 27 on the first one.
Hit.
Boop boop. So 8 piercing damage.
Hits.
Second attack is a 22.
22 hits.
For 12 piercing.
Nice.
26 hits. For 6 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And 21 for the last one. Jesus Christ.
21.
And another 6 bludgeoning. For the record, 6 is the least amount of damage I can do with a punch.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah.
This is like bam, bam, bam. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, these are like sword strikes.
Did I roll under a 20 on any of those attacks? Once?
Once.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, excuse me, twice. You got a 19 and a 13, but
Sure. With advantage, I don't think it counted.
yeah, no with advantage. But okay, good fucking set of hits.
Yeah,
As you
yeah,
pummel him.
yeah. So basically, like, he hits Ori once, and I'm like, and I stab him in the foot, and I'm like, no, I'm your opponent, and then I beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, with a rapid set of fires of just punches and harpoon stabs, you poke Rio full of some holes. Ori,
It is me.
it is you.
Yes. Yes, fight. Divine Smite.
Right on.
I guess I should see if this hits first.
No. Divinely smite him. 13 unfortunately will not.
Alright, let's you do this second attack.
An 18 just barely makes it.
Ah! Okay. Okay, 13 damage, and then let me just get a Divine Smite on. Let me just remember what that is, by which I mean look it up on my other character sheet.
That's it.
Thank you.
Tight.
Three.
It's too soon.
Oh, sorry, stream. Whew. Okay.
Ooh, bye.
Ugh. That's what happens when you live in California with the dirty air.
The bad air.
Okay, Divine Smite. Alright, and then 2d8.
Whoop whoop. Fuck yeah.
So 23 damage. All told.
Very nice. Yeah, or you see as Rio takes this damage.
Still not lethal, by the way.
You see that while he was fighting the rest of them, you actually kind of noticed his bruises were lessening and his scrapes were kind of stitching themselves back together. But once you hit him with this Divine Smite, you actually see that halt. So besides that, let's go Ash.
Barely. And yeah, that'll do. 10 damage to Sora.
As you hit him, he mutters an arcane word. Let me grab. Oh darn. No, where's it? There it is. Thank you, magical SRD. Tell me. He points a finger at you as you've damaged him, and you see the shadows kind of pool along his hand and shoot out towards you. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Who's he aiming at?
Asheron. Going to make a charisma saving throw as he points this shadow pierce at you.
Okay. Hey, 20. Obey me.
Obey!
And... Oh, well that's average.
Do the loop. Okay.
Ow.
Well, as Sora kind of points at you, you feel this darkness cut you like a knife. 4d10, 29 points of damage come at you, as it slams into you, cutting open cutting open a bit of fat on your arm. With a bit of a drunk bow, he just says, "You're welcome. Quid pro quo. Grinf."
Give the pain. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's try this again.
Get him.
Hurry out with this talus, bitch.
Let's see. Yeah.
Real quick,
Alright,
I'm
I'll
gonna grab a snack.
I'm gonna
Okay.
zap at Shura with
Wow.
a witch bolt at 4th level.
Oh. Okay, so that means he needs to make.
No, I just need to make a ranged magic attack. There isn't a save.
Oh, right. Okay. Fucking hit that out.
That'll hit.
Ooh, baby. 28 most certainly will.
31 damage.
Yay.
Ooh, damn.
Fuck.
As it kind of comes around to him and it embroils him in this like magical wire that just shocks and hurts him, this witch bolt, like, you see it definitely affect him. He kind of screams in pain as he kind of is caught off guard by you, as he's currently facing off against Asheron and Will. But damn, yeah, he'll take that.
And also, I don't know if it ever specifically said in the spellbook, and I've never really done it, but you can keep the Witch Bolt going as a concentration spell on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Does that count as using another spell?
Yes. Basic. Oh no.
Like
I see
does
what you mean.
that
It doesn't.
remove a spell from my?
Yeah, the slots.
Yeah.
No. It does. No, it does not actually affect your slots.
Okay.
If you keep it going.
Because I don't think any of us really use concentration spells very often, so I was never really sure if that just ticked another one away if you did it again at Orpid. just stays
No.
with the one thing that you're still going.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay then. Alright, William.
Alright. So this is the last bit of damage I can do with my steady aim.
Mhm.
But I do have a Hunter's Mark I can use now for my bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in Sura.
Oh lord. Remind me what the Hunter's Mark does again?
Hunter's Mark. I think it boils down to I just get an extra 1d6.
Right.
I'll spend it. Until the spell ends, I deal an extra d6 to target the weapon attack.
Yep.
Advantage on any wisdom. That doesn't seem to really apply. And 0 hit points. Blah blah blah. Higher levels. I'm probably not gonna put more levels into Ranger.
No, that's fine.
So that yep. I just get d6.
Hold on.
That's cool. And I am going to shoot another arrow. Flamey arrow.
Do it to it.
At his heart. Again, still aiming for that because that's a ouchy weaky spot. Where's that long one? I gotta scroll up.
$28 will hit.
Sweet. That's my last little bit with the head to heart.
Unfortunately, no.
Just shy.
You were just shy.
Damn. Well, it was a noble effort.
Very much.
It is my last round where I get that plus 18. There's 12 plus 13, so that's 30 right there. Then
12 plus 13. Okay, so 30. Fuck yeah, nice.
so flamey arrow, that's 1d6, right? And I can just do 2d6 because Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Alrighty. 2d.
Plus 9. There you go.
I made an owie. A big ol' owie.
You did. You made a sizable owie. Yeah. Okay. As you pull it back and you shoot him in the back once more, between the posts, once again aiming for his heart. You see as it almost gets there. You see it does actually, like, with your shot, you could have sworn you hit him in the heart. But you see as it kind of, like, pierced, he didn't have the same reaction as Acheron's sword had. You don't know if maybe it's the mundane metal of your arrows or something, but I don't know. He doesn't seem to have took that hit like he should have.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to revert my attention to Talus there. Didn't appreciate those shots at me. So I'm going to shoot at her.
Okay.
You're ugly anyway.
Rude, I'm prettier than you.
Oh.
Oh, with the 22. Okay, yeah. Yes, that is a hit. Plus 15? Okay.
And then, I'm going to use my action surge.
Mm-hmm.
Hit her again.
Oh, 24 will hit.
Call me.
Plus another 8.
My not flamey arrows. Only so many of those flamey arrows.
That's fair. But yeah, you spin around once more and you fire a good 2 into Talus as well. She does her best to try and evade them.
Oh, wait, shoot first.
Yeah.
Never mind the arrow you already put in me.
Bleh. Oh, Now would have been a nice time to actually have that different ranger. Oh. Oh, well that doesn't help on these big-ass rolls that you have, but I remember something about her. Ellen, it's your turn.
Question. So, Ellen met Talus once before, and she was not mean to Ellen the first time?
Not at all.
She didn't call Ellen a filthy creature or any of that?
Nope.
And
Nope,
you know,
that actually seemed really out of character for her.
well, and you also mentioned that she's moving kind of robotically, so could Ellen make an insight check to see if she's like, or I don't know, some kind of check to see if she's like under an enchantment, for example?
Yeah, if you want to make a insight or also like an arcana check.
Okay, slightly better.
Okay. Yeah, you know of a few different ways. Being kind of down here and under people's control, being a slave, has really kind of opened your eyes to a lot of, mind-bending magic. This seems very similar.
Ellen's gonna try a thing. She's gonna kind of peek around the corner here and attempt to cast Dispel Magic at level 5 on Talus.
Okay. Well, here, let's go ahead and pop up these magic. There it is. For, okay, so fifth level. Okay. Make a ability check using your spellcasting ability.
So, Wisdom.
Yes. Yes, it'll be a wisdom. So go ahead and make him wisdom.
Ah. Well, I tried.
No rage.
You throw it out, and you see Talus like kind of overcome with a wave. You see the kind of blur in her eyes blink away for a moment before it is once again thoroughly like pushed back on. You feel that like whatever it was, this is a pretty powerful spell she's under, but you might be able to do it.
All right. And then Ellen's just gonna shout, "There, she's under a spell." Although we probably knew that, but you know, maybe don't kill them.
Yeah, Will, you just have Ellen just pointedly yelling, "Wow, she's under a spell! Isn't that... Don't hit her."
You guys knew that? Look, I just got here. They took my blood.
Well, that's messed up.
Yeah.
But alright, would you like to make this
Sir,
happen?
we're calling you ugly.
She called me a
Need a
filthy.
moment.
She called me a filthy creature.
That's not cool.
No.
Those are bad words.
Those are
I don't
bad words.
like
Thing
that.
to say. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will make me cry.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. What can I do as a bonus action? I'm gonna just hide here. This is fine.
Okay, that's fair. It's at this point that Marco is actually going to make his way up here. And we're just going to see what we can do. We're just going to see what we can do.
Oh wait, sorry. I still have my inspiration thing.
Oh,
Can I try
yes.
it again? Alright.
oh, hell yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
My inspiration berry, or wouldn't that have you?
Your inspiration grape.
Yep. Come on, don't fuck it up. Yeah.
Killer. A 7
Well-
and a fucking 8.
Well,
Ah!
anyways. Talons.
You tried. Talons! Marco has a 10 for talons. Talon. You see Marco kind of flapping like and try and fuck with Sora. He is unable to really get like a good hit on him. Ellen, as you kind of disrupt Talus, I see she kind of like looks a little strangely before pointing another arrow out. And there we go. Oh god. Ellen, does an 11 hit you?
Actually, let me check. Real squishy.
I hope
think I'm
not.
that squishy. No, it does not. Phew.
Okay. Will, does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, bitch.
Go ahead and take an extra 3 on top of that 8, so a total of 11.
God, what is she doing?
As she kind of does not. Oh, not that one. Can you go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw? Well,
Yeah.
bleh. All right, brave try. As this arrow kind of hits you, you feel it seep into you, and you feel it actually slow your movements. Currently you are slowed. A little poisoned.
Drunken arrows.
Yeah, your speed is now at half, so you can only move 15 feet. And you only get 1 attack per turn if you have multiple attacks.
Damn. I'd ask if that
works on my
my delicious
second wind, not second wind.
Yeah,
Another second wind, but I already used it.
yeah, so you're all good. Just like, haha, I used that ability already, you can't take it away.
Oh, I don't feel so hot.
As Rio is kind of contesting with you guys down here, you see that the damage is actually starting to pile up. It is at this point Rio is going to withdraw.
Sentinel,
Come
sentinel,
back.
sentinel, sentinel, sentinel.
Oh yeah, he. As you go ahead and like ready yourself to sentinel his ass, you see that as he goes, you go to sentinel him once more, and you strike at him, but he turns into this mist as he uses one of his legendary actions to move by.
God damn it.
But after that, he can go ahead. Legendary actions are so great. Legendary actions, don't you hate
Yep.
these legendary actions? Wait a minute. There it is. Public roll.
Ah,
What the fuck?
a lot of dice.
As Rio pulls back, he launches a fireball. Here we go. Right here. So let me just want to do this.
I think he's mad at us.
Well, I want him to stop attacking me.
I'm trying. He had to turn into a cloud.
He always starts it with me. Personally.
You take it as a compliment. Clearly, he's more threatened by you.
I am full.
You all are. You're all big boys and big gals. So,
No,
Karen,
I'm
Ori,
included in that.
yes, you are, Will. And Will, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Hmm.
Okay, so oh, dexterity saving 18. Alright, Charon, you unfortunately do not save, but Harley, you do. Ori,
Ah.
do you want to roll a dexterity saving throw or take 26 points of fire damage?
I'll try with dexterity. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, see what's a
Crazy
shaking.
things
Worst that
happen,
can
right?
happen is a no.
Yeah. Hey!
Heyo.
Well,
Alrighty, you were able to save for half. So that's 13 points of fire for Ori and Will, and 26 or half for Charon. I forget about tieflings and their
Yeah.
resistance.
Well, I have evasion,
Oh, that's true. So you take half anyway.
so it's half of half.
Oh no! You didn't save.
Yeah. I take half from evasion and half from
All right. What is it? That'll be 13, 7, 4 damage.
Jesus Christ.
It helps.
I feel like I'm cheating.
Get evasion. Is that a rogue only thing?
It's a rogue and a monk thing.
Rogue.
13.
Rogues
A
and
real,
rogues are
real good thing.
It's a real good thing. It helps when you don't have like AC and hit points like Ori over there.
Yeah.
hello.
True.
Hey, it's me.
Speaking of Charon.
Yeah, okay. Well, now I'm upset.
Starting to hurt.
I charge out of the fire. Harpoon outstretched. Think. Try not to be drunk for a moment. Alright, first hit, stunning strike. Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Wow.
So he takes 19 piercing damage and is stunned. Which means everything else that's about to happen to him happens at advantage.
Yeah, it does.
Double advantage because he's sparkly.
Yeah. Is that a thing? Is double advantage a thing?
No, unfortunately, though I
Right.
have thought about making it a thing.
Alright. Does 15 hit?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I think that's the lowest I've rolled on an attack roll this fight.
Nope. There you go. Okay.
Alright.
Hey, 27.
27 will work.
I was about to say, it was just like, hey, quit jinxing.
Yep. So
Alright,
11
plus another
piercing.
11. Nice.
Roundhouse kick to the jaw for 21. So bip bop, 11 bludgeoning, and I'm gonna flurry of blows because advantage is a good thing. Another one. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And then I roundhouse
man.
kick him in the opposite jaw for 9 bludgeoning.
You hear it click out of place and then click back into place. As you get done.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, I can move my jaw so much better. I
Yeah.
used to have a tick.
He's like, "Ow, you son of a!" Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Oh, that molar's been bothering me for a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's,
But yeah, with that heavy rain of blows, you come down. You start seeing Rio. I would say it was just like you could definitely see that Rio's having a bad time. He's huffing and puffing, keeping it up. Ori.
Ah,
Things.
what am I gonna do here? What's that?
Oh, it's a statue man. Don't mind him.
Is that Rio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Here, and wait just a moment while I peruse my inventory. See what I have here. You can turn it into bats, which makes this a lot harder.
So many things on.
Right? It's just like somebody's just like. Meow. Of course, we have Dio's theme. Excuse me, Rio's theme.
Same difference.
I'm gonna use my axe again, and I'm gonna use Divine Smite again.
Okay. $22 will hit.
I don't know why I did the double attack there. I don't have advantage. I don't know why that happened.
Meh.
That's because one is one-handed, one is two-handed.
Oh,
so
well, I want the
let's-
two-handed, the 7.
Okay, yeah, you actually hit him for 11.
Alright, and then here's the...
Ooh-wee.
That's
Plus
my
15?
Divine Smite. And then I'm gonna roll to attack again.
Mm-hmm.
My second attack.
A 19 barely hits, yes. Go ahead.
You have advantage, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right, you do have advantage.
Well, I haven't had to use it yet, luckily.
You might crit.
No,
True.
that's true.
Also, you should reroll your damage at the very least because you rolled a 1 on that.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, 15. Fuck a duck.
And then
Yep.
Divine Smite on that again.
Oh my god!
Be feared.
Use those spell slots.
We only got 30 minutes left, Matt.
Yeah, don't worry. Ori, how do you take out Rio?
Oh,
Or correction, how, like, you're dealing non-lethal damage. So I will
And
say that,
knockout.
like, you can incapacitate Rio. How do you incapacitate him? Do you just hit him real hard and he just head spinning, he just falls onto the ground? How does he do it? Say, after these two mighty axe swings that kind of, like, buffet him with these holy energies.
I want to take my axe and I want to swing it through his kneecaps and cut his legs off.
Jesus.
So that he's like stuck in place and he can't go anywhere until he regenerates his legs.
Yeah.
It'll probably take a while.
Yeah. Knees grow back.
Do that?
Because he's a vampire. So he's a vampire.
Knees
So
grow
his legs will grow back, right?
Yeah.
Because it's classic vampire rules. He can turn into smoke. He can turn into fucking wolves.
Look, if that turns out to not be
back.
true, it's his fault for not educating us.
Yeah.
I'm just really taken
lucky.
aback by Kairon turning into the medic from Team Fortress 2 all of a sudden.
Knees grow back. No, they don't.
God, but yeah, as you kneecap Rio, he gives out a mighty scream. As he falls down, Ash.
Yeah.
Now you see that Sora actually does. You see another kind of wound form on Sora as he turns to look down at Rio with a pitying and disgusted kind of look. Useless. Rio, and he throws down this thing. I'll say while he does that, you guys see him throw down this small thing. It's kind of wrapped in a piece of cloth. As it comes down next to Rio, you see it actually fall out of its covering. It's an old, weathered, and necrotic-looking hand.
Ah! I'm good. Ellen doesn't know this.
As he throws it next to Rio, he just says, Rio, before use it.
I'm waiting for you to say I can attack, Matt. I hope you realize that.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Your turn. Sora
No,
currently
but-
has his back to you,
Oh well, that's a real bad decision on his part.
especially since you have an ally within 5 feet, isn't it?
Yeah. Which, yeah, as I was going to be terrified, that was a 4 for just that split second. Anyway.
Oh my god. See, everyone can say what they will about Roll20 giving you bad rolls, but sometimes it works perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
No, it does. That's, I mean, look, that's why we keep using it, but we can bitch about it all the same.
It exists so that we can blame our misfortunes on it. Like Jesus.
Anyway, 37. Yeah, 37 damage in the back to Sora. And as Ash does this, kind of unconcerned with Sora, he says to Ori, Ori, whatever that was, break it!
If you mean Rio's legs, then yes.
No. He means the thing that he threw down at him. It
Hand.
seems to be a hand.
Oh. Can I make an action?
In a second, quite perhaps.
Okay.
Asheron,
Yes.
as you stab, Sura,
In the back
Mu-
of the heart.
much like Will was trying to do, and you did do earlier during that cutscene, you've seen that Sora can kind of like evade regular attacks to kind of miss them from his heart for the most part. As he looks around though, and as you come behind him and stab him through the heart, you anticipate his shift of his kind of like body just right as you stab it. It bursts out, radiating forth from him. You hear the sizzle of flesh as it bubbles around his blood, with some disgusting, like, gasping noises, like Sora can't seem to hold his form as he bursts into shadow. Let's see. You're within 5 feet, but you can't go anywhere. Marco is 5 feet, but he can't go anywhere.
Standing against walls is a really good idea, guys.
As it kind of pushes you out, it just bounces you off the wall. I'm not gonna bother rolling for damage because it definitely won't be enough to kill you.
Fair enough.
It's negligible at this point. But as he does
It
so,
would also probably be a dex check.
maybe. But as this darkness kind of explodes, none of you can see as you hear this explosion happen. All the lights sort of go out. Even those of you with dark vision, nah.
Flame.
But after, I'd say about a half second, the light slowly returns to the room once again. Sans Sura. You see Talus fall to the ground. As she's rendered unconscious. Rio continues to kind of roll around in agony as our turn order stops. You guys look around, and it seems like there are no combatants left.
Were they able to break the hand?
As
Well,
you-
we haven't
Now
gotten
that
to it
they're-
yet.
Yeah.
I
now
stomp
that-
on the hand really hard with my big strong foot.
Okay. You go ahead and do that. Ori, you detect evil. This hand smells evil. It's gross. It's bad. In fact, it's really, really bad. When you step on it, you see that it doesn't actually... You hear it kind of like... and break. But when it's...
Stomp it.
You start, you mince it. Make mincemeat of it.
I grind my foot in.
Asheron steps forward like to the railing of the alcove and I was like, Ori, smite it! Like,
I get my axe.
Mhm.
I think about justice, goodness, and action, and
how much you
retribution.
hate evil.
How much evil needs to be destroyed, or good.
Mhm.
And then I take my axe and I chop it into a whole bunch of pieces.
As...
You ever cut up parsley like really fine, and you like sprinkle it on like top of an omelet, like that?
Ori, as you try and like banish this hand, you come down with a mighty blow, channeling your divine power through it. You see that once this divine power meets this equally necrotic and evil power, it's kind of like antimatter and matter when they come together. You hear once again a loud you look around for the hand and it does not seem to be here anymore. It seems to have disintegrated.
Oh,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like kiss my fist, and then I like point at the heavens.
Right.
That one was for you, big man.
Oh, we won.
yep.
I try to pull this arrow out of my shoulder.
How's Talus looking? Coherent?
Coherent or unconscious?
Unconscious.
Okay.
Can I try the dispel magic thing again? I will get one more.
Yes, you can.
Nope. Or maybe you can help with this. I think maybe both of them, they're under an enchantment. Or crit?
Like
Even
years
spell
of
removals?
brainwashing, maybe.
I don't
No,
have
no, I
the
think it's
spell.
it's like a magic thing.
Hmm.
I've seen it before.
Mhm.
Well, should we tie him up?
Will that work?
He can turn into a cloud, so I doubt it.
How about
If you're
Is-
talking about Rio, he's still kind of like moaning on the floor. Like,
I meant Talus. Is Talus a vampire? Does she appear to be undead?
you take a... You check her teeth like a horse. They seem to be blocky.
Yep. All right.
that's good?
In the meantime, Ash jumps down towards the general direction of Rio.
Up, up.
And
Uh.
and stands over him and says, "Yeah, it's hey Rio, How you feeling right about now?
Through gritted teeth, he just says, "You've ruined it. You've ruined it."
Yeah, but are you feeling more sane now?
As tears kind of well in his eyes, he just looks at you before fainting.
I'm gonna go over and like stabilize him. I don't want him to like to vampire die out here on the floor, to double die.
Ori, as you go to grab him, yeah, I'll go ahead and say if you'd like to stabilize him, yeah, you pop a point into him.
Oh. Okay, I shouldn't say anything right now, but I have
You
to say
shouldn't,
this.
because he is an undead being, so that wouldn't actually work.
No, that's what I was gonna say. It's Final Fantasy logic. You use the Phoenix down on the zombies.
That is true. That is true.
How about
wait.
I don't know, I get stumped and stop bleeding. I just
think
don't want Ryu to just bleed out.
I don't
Give
think
him
D&D magic
Tylenol.
works.
Huh. That's a blood thinner that'll make him bleed out faster.
That
I'm
is
Give him a salt tablet.
I guess it's a
Really?
better question of does anyone stop Ori from accidentally killing Rio?
well, but
I
I don't.
fully don't care about
I
Rio.
didn't say I was gonna use like
While they're all
wounds
talking,
on
I like
him.
to look around.
I
mean,
don't
okay, you know,
think Cure Wounds works like that in
Do
D&D magic.
section and
I
chat.
mean, I guess it depends on
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, A, it doesn't work like that in D&D. B, Kairon doesn't fucking know anything about healing people.
it's true. No, I'm being entirely meta right now, but
Yeah.
I couldn't resist saying that out loud.
You're right.
No, but Ori, I will say that no, as you kind of administer aid, I should say, you're able to staunch the bleeding, and you see that after about like a good 6 seconds goes by without any continued assault, Rio's blood actually does stop, like pouring out of him. You see, he actually makes a remarkable recovery.
That makes sense. Hey, you guys remember how one of you guys got bit by a vampire and another one got bit by a werewolf, and I was able to like get vomit to get it to go away?
Mhm.
Maybe we could make Rio mortal again, and then like
I mean,
kind of
Ori,
turn
if you
into clouds.
Ori, if you want to try to uncurse him from the whole vampire thing, assuming that didn't already happen, now would be a great time to do that.
Maybe he'll
What
stop.
about if we wait until his legs grow back?
Oh, that might be good.
I mean,
Should I just piecing it back together?
Oh, how about we let him have his knees? When I cut him off at the knees, he'll be fine.
I mean,
We could
okay,
give him
fine.
two peg legs.
He can
I know a guy.
he can have his legs, no peg legs.
Oh.
That's one
Right.
leg. It's like, hey, well, hold on to this other one until you decide to be a good boy. You gonna behave?
I mean, all right. I mean, we do probably have time, so we can work on that. I guess.
Are there trees outside this building?
Are there trees?
Yes.
I
In your
don't even know
immediate
if we saw
vicinity,
that.
no.
Okay.
Because the outside looks like that.
Oh, like snow
Oh
or
wow,
something.
yeah, that's a little barren.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are basically like up against the cavern wall. Like this whole temple is built into the wall, so there's not a whole lot here for you besides volcanic
Stone.
vents and
Stone
stone.
and stone.
Gotcha. Well, it seems like we're gonna take a little bit of a rest.
Well, I mean, it's almost time to go.
It is. It is. I was
So-
just giving
so-
you an answer.
Well, it seems like our characters are taking a rest. Ellen's gonna turn into a raven, open her mouth, and try to repeat back all the stuff that Rio said. Yep.
Ellen repeats to you guys a lot of the stuff that I I said before. Basically, you get filled in on like why Ellen was kidnapped. They wanted to find her homeland because apparently there is something there that Sura and his lot are looking for, called the Violet Liar's Orb.
Huh.
That sounds magical.
I mean, that one kind of popped out as highlighted to you. Oh, and I misspelled liars. Liars ring. Let's see.
Also, Talus called me a filthy creature.
Oh yeah,
Not,
yeah.
not
Tell
a
us
fan
also.
of that.
Call
Not
it gross.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds nice.
But as you guys kind of come to a conclusion, what do you do with the Rio and Talus? Like, do you guys just sit around, wait until they wake up? Or...
I'm waiting for his legs to regrow until he's only got like the very tips of his toes not there, and then I'm gonna hunker down. Gonna put my palms together. I'm gonna try and connect to the line of my main man P. Like, got him on speed dial.
Well, I guess that's more of a question of, based on what we're seeing, how long is that going to take? Do we have time to, like, move to a more comfortable location, maybe wake Talus up and, like,
Is he gonna
properly
stay
regroup,
unconscious?
or, like,
Also,
yeah.
also this, if you guys would care to move to a different location. Currently, it seems like Rio is incapacitated. Same with Talus. I'll allow I'll allow a small relocation if you guys would like it. Or if when you try and do some of the preparations that you need to do, you cannot do them in here.
Oh.
Too even.
This place is desecrated.
Okay, yeah, it's too yucky. We gotta get out of here.
Can we
Alright,
can we
that
restrain
makes
them or something just until we break this
I
enchantment
got
over
some-
them?
I got
mean-
a pair of manacles.
That's
Ori,
it.
please use the manacles on Rio. Talus, once she wakes up, should be fine.
Think
Okay,
she'll
I
be
put
free?
them. I put the manacles on Rio.
Okay. As you put them on, you pick
And
them up.
I don't know how much religion juice I got, but if I've got enough to spare, I'll smear it on the manacles.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't ask for a lot, and I'm cashing in on a lot of justice dealt here.
Oh yeah, Plagueis, that was the other one.
Yeah, you know what, Ori? Okay, I'll dig that. As you kind of like, as you run your hands over these manacles, I'll say that you kind of focus some of the same energy that like you feel Pelagus must have when he was making Will's manacles, as you kind of put all your good boy energy into making sure that nobody moves once they're in these.
That's oddly familiar.
Yeah, like Harley's, Will's hair stands up on end.
Yeah. As you do that and gather up Talus, Will, with your quick perception check, you kind of look around. You don't see much other than a bunch of statues. Like, you haven't seen any cash or anything. When you get closer to some of this red stone that's kind of lining the walls, it appears to be like amber. It doesn't actually appear to be like a ruby or anything. Ellen, on the other hand, when you were in this room, you did see a shitload of treasure.
This stuff?
Yeah.
That's right. I was in a hurry. Are we... I guess... I don't know. I don't need detect evil stuff in here. Who's good at finding traps? This looks suspicious in here, but also full of money.
Wait, what?
There's a lot of, like, gold and stuff in here. Just neatly piled. Seems...
What is it with Rio and just random hordes of gold?
As you guys,
Yeah, this should be used for like building
Literally
roads.
anything else.
I can
making
give it a shot.
hospitals.
Perception or investigation?
as Ellen pushes open these doors, I'll go ahead and say that no, you guys see 6 piles of coins.
I mean,
All like one is a big pile of copper pieces with some gemstones in there. There's a rusted piece of armor. There's 12,000 silver pieces. There's 6,000 electrum pieces. There's over 9,000 more silver pieces in a different one. There's some 15,000 gold coins
Jesus.
laying in one.
I mean,
Or are
okay,
they
look, guys,
cursed?
not to gloss over the issue, but can we actually deal with the hostage at hand and be greedy later? We have all the time in the world to be greedy later, I promise you.
That is true. Never mind.
Yeah.
Right, sorry. I thought we needed money for something. My bad. Wait, is there a jewel encrusted chalice?
What?
Yes,
That's
there
a
is.
very rare ingredient to come by. Something that might be worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
I think a third of this is ashes and none of it is yours.
Or
Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
moreover,
There's a slight
the first.
issue considering Sauron and myself.
He ate my crew.
He ate my crew.
And well, some of
This crew, most of this crew, has families they'd cared for while working partly for someone I assume we're all familiar with, Pelagus.
Will, I will stab you right now if you don't help me get this vampire hostage out of here.
Alright.
Where are we going?
It was more of your problem than mine.
And we can do treasure later.
But okay, as you guys kind of like view it up,
Hoist the unconscious out of the temple.
Yeah, no, like me, Ori, and Kairon, I'm sure can
Yeah.
hoist.
2 bodies, yeah.
Yeah, like. And then honestly, like I'm honestly suggesting let's get as far as we can from desecrated temple place, and if that doesn't get us anywhere, just set up camp.
Yeah, I need to set up a place with some good mojo. I'm gonna light some candles, burn some incense. We're gonna
Cast
gonna-
sanctuary, like.
You'll do a thing.
I'm gonna try really hard to do a thing.
If we can get to a tree, I can take us home for a little while.
Oh, Ellen, don't you worry. I think I have a plan,
Okay.
and you'll get to use your tree. That said, I was about to say, oh no, we lost Ellen.
She's gone
Snapped
again.
again. No.
Stolen. No.
No,
I'll say-
snapped.
The trees
can't-
took her. This is terrible. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll say that, yeah, as you guys kind of depart from this Amber Temple, Ori, you're the one who's most attuned to it. You feel the temple's presence release you after you get some halfway down the mountain. You're about to the tree line as it eventually
Okay.
lets you go. The poofs of steam coming from the geysers still kind of disguising this place. Rio and Talus both still unconscious.
My Hebes have no more GBs.
That's good.
Not
Right.
that one.
Yes, that is good.
This one.
We've gone far enough now, but we can go as far as you guys need.
But also, as you guys kind of like bunker down for the night, as we're getting a little close to 10.
Yep.
You form up a quick like encampment just in the woods. As you gather fires and put everyone around, Rio and Talus are, placed over her under everyone's watch. Talus is actually the first one to wake up. Don't you move me! As she says, don't move me. I couldn't do it myself. She
Hey,
pushes her hand away.
Don't give me control of things that I shouldn't have.
Ah,
I will
I'm
move them.
possessed. Help.
Okay, I'm done.
But as you do so, yeah, Talus is the first to wake up as she just blearily kind of looks around. When she looks over at Rio and sees Stumps, she just goes, "Oh, shit."
They'll grow back.
She just looks over at you and she says, Where are we?
Location isn't my expertise. You're gonna have to ask one of the idea guys.
She looks
There's
around
the
for
idea guy.
She looks around for a second, then she picks up some grass. She's just like, "Oh." She looks over at Ash. She's like, "Why are we over? Why is Rio here? Where was I?"
Well, the best I think I can describe it to you is you were some kind of mind controlled, got in a fight, stabbed Sora, he disappeared into, well, he might have died or disappeared into a cloud of smoke, I don't know which. We incapacitated Rio, and
Or trying to pull something up.
Oh yeah. Will, as you kind of get it in here, these are you can kind of tell when people are lying. They have a select few grifts to go to, but unless Talus is just trying to like blindly lie, like you have a good feeling that she's telling you the truth. You have a good feeling. Oh, but
What'd you
yes,
do with my blood?
Talus just says, "Oh, right. Wow." She looks over at you and she just says, "Sorry about that. I didn't mean to." Is Marco just kind of like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr." Rio's still out. As Talus just looks back down and looks back over to you guys, she just says, "Asheron, what is... Are we sure we can hold him?"
no,
Well-
we aren't, but
Here in just
The
a
sword.
second.
You ran out of legs to stand on. Oh.
what Will said. The primary source of his power seems to be gone at the moment. So, are we sure we can hold him? No, but we do think we can put him back down, and I'm trying to break cycle of, familicide in our history. Although I'm beginning to see the wisdom in it, I'll admit.
She just nods and just says, "Oh, fair. Uncle would be proud."
But if Rio isn't going to see reason anytime soon, well then, not much in the way of option.
That's fair.
Don't count your chickens before they turn back into regular chickens from being vampire chickens, okay?
Yeah, what if he's still just under a spell or something? Like she was.
Well, then that's an entirely different order of magnitude, and we haven't solved anything. So forgive me if I'm not banking on that.
Eh.
Well, the puppeteer seemed to have poofed up into smoke, so...
Yeah.
Ori- Can you give me a religion check as you try and exorcise Rio?
Okay.
I don't know why that's funny.
I don't know, but it was ominous.
It was. It was. Probably because like, oh, that's
Vague threat.
It's a,
Okay, let me do my advantage. Do I have advantage
Mhm.
still?
Mm,
Why did I
No.
click history? Also, I don't know why I had to click religion, and I've
God.
got all 3 of my lucks.
Muhammad in the house.
Oh my
Fuck.
god, fuck off.
Ori rubs her hands together, and she thinks about Jorn, and she thinks about redemption, and then she puts her hands on his chest,
because
Like-
that worked so well.
like clear.
Hey, still okay. Theory.
Totally worked. What are you talking about? Jorn was a total success story.
Okay. I'm not arguing with Ori on this.
God, only because of who you are. Ori, as you concentrate, and you lay out the appropriate holy lines and symbols, drawing like stylized little dragons and shields. As you pray, you concentrate very, very hard, and much like how, with the help of oh no, why did I forget my little lizard boy's name? No, hold on. Zahn. As Zahn helped you back in Green Pea Island free Unstone, Kayron, and Printh. It's a lot like that time, but this time you feel stronger. Feel stronger than you did then. Maybe it's just because of your further adventuring, but this one actually, it feels more responsive. As you concentrate and form your question to Bahamut and kind of please, you notice that Rio's unconscious yet still grimaced face, as I'll say, as you do this, a light kind of appears in the middle of his chest. As you focus it in on him, he begins to glow totally as he is encased in this bright light. As it glows and glows and glows and fills this like little tree circle with light. In a flash, it's over. Ori, you look down and you see that Rio's teeth have not changed back to normal, but you see that they have now been rendered more towards your normal vampire, almost completely hideable, instead of Rio's big maw of chompers. As you take your time to look within him as he slumbers, oh, I should say, as the light kind of dissipates, you see two naked feet, kind of just wiggling in the wind. Yeah, but Ori, as you take another look at him with your divine senses, you seem to have made something different.
Daywalker.
You'll know
I'd
what.
like him to be I'd like him to have less powers than more powers, thank you.
Oh yeah. As you go to look at him, you actually do see, like, when before you seen his soul was drenched in blood, and it was kind of like, it was
a bad
sickly and
boy
wet.
soul.
You see now that it is kind of shielded with this magic that you have put on it, it's better. You didn't fix him, but you sure put a hell of a band-aid on him.
I'll take it.
Ori, as you pull away, and you see Rio's aura. You know that eventually he will wake up, and he should be okay at the end. As you do that, Talus just says, like, "Whoa." She looks over at you, Ash, and she just says, "Your friend has feet power? I don't..."
I look back at Talus. You know what healing magic is. Come on.
Oh, God. She just rubs her head once more. She's just like, "Oh, man. I
He's
didn't
not-
think she was that cool."
He's definitely not all the way fixed, though. He's still
maybe
got a
he's
long
gotta-
way to go on the inside.
Maybe you just gotta like turn him off and turn it on again a couple times.
Talus just goes, "Ha!" Yeah. Oh, man. A lot of our family just turns one another off and on randomly.
Oh, I did not mean it like that.
That's
Never
not my
mind.
culture. I'm not going to judge.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll say, Marco the Phoenix nuzzles into your side, Ash.
Okay.
As you guys just kind of sit here in this clearing all together, I'll say our camera kind of pulls up and out, and we leave you guys in the forests as we travel down to our hidden entrance, and as we go back up it, going through the various tunnels that you went through to get to the Underdark in the first place, we pass by the dwarven fortress that was forgotten and halfway marked your yeah, those ghosts. And eventually we pop back out into the bright, fresh air of the world above. The sun gleaming on the bleak landscape of the peninsula that you guys are on. Fresh breeze goes by as we just kind of fade out from there.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for playing D&D.
Yay.
Yay!
Huzzah.
God, oh man. Okay.
How'd you
So-
guys like that 20?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Timing.
I've
Oh.
I mean,
I don't know.
look,
I'm
Matt,
fucking lost for words.
That was
Matt, like
that was like a position.
you've always said it. That is, rolling when it counts.
It's rolling when it counts, man. That's true. Fucking. Oh man.
Oh,
Ah.
question.
Yeah.
Was that the hand of Vecna?
Yep.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
That is.
Oh, so
it's
out
bad.
of
Yeah, what happened to that?
in meta, I'll just explain it like this. In meta, I had a few I had a few plan Bs and Cs and Ds for this particular bad guy. One of them was Vecna's hand.
Mhm.
Although I didn't want it to actually be Vecna's hand. So, while functionally, yes, it would have worked exactly like Vecna's hand.
Lore-wise, would have been different.
Yeah, lore-wise, you would not have met Vecna.
Yeah.
I guess I guess I shouldn't say that. It's just, wink.
Oh, Destiny, it's like there's this ancient powerful lich, and he has various body parts that if you cut off or remove your own body part and attach his, like, you get crazy powers.
Yeah, you
But then he
get
kind of wants
uber
to control you a
powers,
bit.
But
So he-
but then he's going to use you to reincarnate. So
That's bad.
yeah,
So he would've-
upside, downside. I mean, like if you're already
That's good.
evil,
That's bad.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
Now, see, and that's the thing. If you're already evil,
It doesn't matter that much.
it's actually why you might want to do that. But yeah,
So he basically told Rio to cut his arm off and attach that thing instead. So good work
And-
fighting it.
And it's a really good thing that everyone kind of did what they did. It's just like, hey, you know what? You took care of some things. You disabled some people, and did other people other ways.
I mean,
So-
look, man, we had our priorities, all right.
You did. I'm very happy it all happened the way it did. Now I'm just yearning for the inevitable, super awkward conversation of it's just like, so I tried to kill you. We fought. Well,
I'm gonna need some recompense.
I'm real.
Yeah.
Will wants
Negotiate.
money.
Hey, I lost some Valve crew members.
You
Well,
did.
if you think you're getting
I know
out
I
of
need
here,
some.
well, if you think any of you are walking out of here with a reward, you're wrong. But for fuck's sake, help me actually win the day beforehand.
Yeah, it's like
That's too late to argue about that because we already did win today. I will have.
I don't think you
my,
understand how politics works, but I don't expect that from a pirate. So fair enough.
I just wanted a very expensive cup for using magic to help save the day.
I just needed a cup.
I just need it's a very expensive material
Chinaware.
component.
Yeah.
I lost some.
Oh man, it's indeed, need food.
I
Yep.
will have my
It's okay.
compensation though.
All right.
Twitch,
Yeah.
thank you very much for joining us tonight.
No switch.
P Dog, if you are still here, thank you ever so much for fucking sticking around
Yeah, I
with
was-
my boring butt.
Haven't heard from P Dog in a while, but God bless
P
him.
Dog, wherever you are, out there in the big bad universe.
Silent in the chat.